Hey guys, it's me Laura over at Spiritual Goddess. So I'm going to talk about the 5 twin flame signs to know that you're a twin flame. Dead giveaway, okay? If you go on YouTube here on YouTube, and there's zillions and millions of videos on twin flames, and these are there's I'm going to give a shout out, but Kirk at World All Star and Kelly at Lunar Eclipse Tarot. I've been following, and I've been on YouTube since COVID, and I've been spiritual for a while now, and since I got sober. Before I go over these signs, I just want to explain that when COVID happened and we were shut down, I told you guys I really I got to work on starting my tarot cards. But anyway, those people, they're amazing, and there's so many stories on YouTube about twin flames, but it's from back in time, thousands of years ago, like Zen spiritual times. This is the real deal, okay? What I'm going to be saying, your 5 signs that you have a twin flame, and if you're experiencing these, okay? So the first sign is obsessive thinking, intense. You can't shut it down, okay? And might I add, there's a runner and a chaser. I'll make videos about that too, and it's usually the chaser that experiences these. So that's your first sign. Can't sleep at night. You can't shut it down. You're thinking of this person nonstop. Okay, obsessive thinking. Number 2 is acting desperate.
All 3 clear.
Okay, feel like you are going crazy. You're not crazy, but I'm gonna get to that. So that's the second one, is acting desperate. The weird energies, number 3. Again, I'm going to clarify these and talk about them. Number 4 is the intuitive knowing. Your mind doubts it. What's your mind? Your ego. Number 5 is Satori, your deep spiritual experience. Satori is ancient times, a long time ago. So let's elaborate a little bit on those 5 signs. Okay, guys? I don't know if anybody out there also, when they were stuck home with COVID, this music's very somber. I went on the internet myself, and I really, I'm not going to talk about my personal experience, my story, because it's personal, and I don't do that. I talk about my life. That's why I have a channel, but I don't bring other people into it. So anyway, let's go to the first sign, obsessive thinking. So in the beginning, when you meet your twin flame, you're at a bubble phase, right? It's all happy and giddy, and you're you meet the person, and it's exciting, right? They call that the bubble phase. That usually lasts 4 to 8 weeks, give or take. Okay. And then the ego death starts. Or you can call that the dark night of the soul. So what is twin flames? Everyone on the internet says it's your soul split in half. So your twin flame is yourself. You're meeting another person reincarnated. Your soul reincarnates and reincarnates and reincarnates. Okay? So you meet a person, you click, you're in the bubble phase. Sometimes you may not even date. You may not even have sex with the person. You just meet them, a familiar face, or you kiss them, or you just, whatever it may be, everyone's situation's different, but you just have that inner knowing, the eyes, something about that person. And you have the 4 to 8 week bubble phase, and you just click with that person, and you know there's something there. Your soul splits in half. All right, so you have your mind, body, and soul, right? What are you? What are we? Mind, body, soul. What is your mind? Your ego. We are so, with everyday life, our mind is just made up of, like, we get in our ego with society norms. Try to make the writing neat so I can really explain this, because it can get confusing, but it's really ancient Zen spiritual. And I learned this from watching a few people. Again, you can go on YouTube and Google, and there's so much on twin flames. And they mostly all say it's your soul split in half with someone else. That's all true, but it's healing your inner child and karma and clearing your karma and all that. As my one person, I said his name before, I don't know if I'm allowed to, but he's right. Those things aren't bad, but this is just old, from back to Zen spiritual times. And Eckhart Tolle, if you read his book, The Power of Now, he talks about these things in his book. So, The Power of Now. So what is your mind? Thought, mental, emotion, mental, physical. Your mind is your personality, right? Telepathy is a collection of retained thoughts, emotional patterns that you've been accumulating since you were a child. The mind is entity of identity. So we are not crazy. Anybody thinking they have a twin flame, like I said, the obsessive thoughts, you're not crazy. Okay? And your runner that's not awakened yet is going to wake up to this eventually. So identity, meaning your personality. I am a truck driver. I am a hairdresser. Your personality. I'm liberal. I'm a mom. I'm a teacher. It's a story of your life. That's your mind, your ego. So I like to repeat that. The mind, thought, mental, emotion, personality, telepathy. It's a collection of retained thoughts and emotional patterns that you've been accumulating since you were a child. The separate self. The mind is an entity of identity. We are not crazy. So your mind is duality. The mental mind, good, bad, light, dark, up, down, in, out. You know what I mean? It's does it make sense? I watched his videos over and over and over again. At first, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I would love to plug him. I guess I can. Kirk at World All-Star. He actually teaches classes on this. Eckhart Tolle and Kelly at Lunar Eclipse Tarot. She does tarot and talks about it. She does more tarot card readings, but I know when I get more subscribers, but again, this is soul stuff. So the twin flame is your soul. I don't know if my viewers, unless you're really spiritual, women are going to only get this. Some men are going to be like, what? This video means nothing, but I hate to say that. So your ego mind is being broken down by the energy of your soul. Remember, mind, body, soul. The soul is unconscious. Unconsciousness. Soul equals non-duality. Your mind is duality. Your yin and your yang. So what do they say about twin flame couples? You're the yin to my yang. Some twin flames are polar opposites, but they work. Your soul is unity and consciousness. The consciousness of the soul is exploding when you're acting desperate. So that means, okay, so I'm going to put it better. So acting desperate was the second sign that's your twin flame. Because you're getting out of your ego and your soul's getting, by maybe calling them a lot, texting them, stalking their social media, crying till you can't cry anymore. Checking their social media. You met another incarnation of your soul and it's become activated. That's what this is. It's pretty fucking amazing and powerful. Maybe it happened to me, maybe it didn't. I'm not going to talk about that yet. But what I'm saying is there's so much crap on the internet about twin flames, but this is the real deal right here. So that's what happens when you're feeling that. That's your soul. That's unconditional love, because guess what that is? That's self-love. It's your soul split in half. Your ego mind is being broken down by the energy of your soul. I can't repeat that enough. Your ego mind is being broken down by the energy of your soul. and you met another incarnation of your soul, and it's activated. Your soul's activated. Boom. There goes activation. I got to keep my glasses on. You're losing your mind. That's your spiritual awakening, my friends. It's activated. Your ego death. Death of the ego. The ego's shattered. This is the first step of your spiritual awakening. It comes in to wake you up. You are not your mind, you are your soul. We are all our lives accustomed to believe we are our mind, right? Our personalities. We are a doctor, we are a nurse, we are a lawyer. That's how we are accustomed all our life. But we are our souls, right? We live forever. We go on, we die, our soul goes on forever. It's pretty fucking amazing. You believe like this and you live like this, life is so much better. And it's so powerful. So then, the weird energy. It's a pleasant feeling. It doesn't hurt. Itchy. Cats are like, oh, I was cold in my cat. I'm like, so itchy. The weird energy. Sometimes, I didn't get this too much, but anyway, the twin flame journey is a journey of yourself, but I'm going to just leave it there because what does that mean? It's a journey and healing journey of yourself. So, you could get tingles. It's a heart activation. Listen, if you're having chest pains to the point you go to the doctor, that's a different story. So I'm not going to elaborate too much on this. Sign 3 is the weird energy. It's a metaphysical. So not physical, metaphysical. Physical heart problems, you go to the doctor, God forbid a heart attack. Tingles, you could feel the pulling towards the sky. That's a weird energy feeling. So then I'm going to talk about the intuitive knowing. Intuitive knowing. So what does the knowing mean? Your intuition. Example would be deja vu. The mental dialogue of the thinking. You are not your mind. Your thoughts, spiritual energy. How to get the weird energy to happen. You have to take your focus off the person. That's a tough one. You can go in and out of that. Forget that person. Try to forget that person, right? Let me just get these papers in order. 1, 2, 3. Where? Yeah. So you try to get the focus off that person. By detoxing. Detoxing meaning detox your mind. Meditate. I told you this in other videos. If you have to block that person, erase pictures of them, whatever it takes to clear your head and work on yourself. So then like intuitive knowing. So then Satori is the deep spiritual experience. Your twin flame is your spirit in another body. I didn't do a lot of work on the Satori part. That's just your deep spiritual experience. I didn't write too much on that. Again, some people marry their twin flame. Some people just learn from each other and go separate ways. I know it's just such a big thing on the internet now. I laugh at some people like, oh, that's my twin flame. Some of these tarot readers, I knew a friend of a friend that got a reading and told her boyfriend was coming back. He's your twin flame. Meanwhile, he was very abusive to her, like hit her. That's not your twin flame. Twin flames don't abuse the other person. That's a narcissist abuser. They just want their money. Some of these readers take your money and they'll tell you whatever you want to hear. So those what I just read to you are true signs. That man coaches people. So that's his like job. Anyway, you're not crazy. You're not crazy, and work on yourself. And a man could be your chaser, because I read comments all over YouTube, under my tarot cards, under the readers, and men miss their woman, and some of the women are running because they're not healing their traumas. That's not what the 5 signs. I was going to end it there, but I'm not going to get too elaborate on that. So, guys, I'm going to end it there. All right. Like, share, and subscribe. And have a blessed day. Bye.